all-inclusive option. Is that the future of Vegas? That's kind of what I'm thinking. You know, a lot of these Mexican towns or resort towns, they're all about that in the Caribbean as well. This all-inclusive experience. Maybe that's the future of Vegas, because Vegas ain't doing so hot these days, guys. Unless there's like something really big going on in town, it just ain't popping. And, you know, I stayed at the Fontainebleau last time we went there. Ooh, geez. It's nice, but like at the same time, it's dead in there. You're all the way up the strip. Everything's expensive as hell. It's like, God, man, they got to start like making it better for the people, because no one wants to go there. They can gamble at home now. So let's see where she takes us, huh?
Man, my comment section has been depressing lately. So many of you saying, I just can't afford a Vegas trip anymore. Vegas has priced us out.
Yeah.
It's just gotten too expensive. Well, not anymore. MGM has announced their first ever all-inclusive package. A 2-night stay, show tickets, dining, all for one set price. And today we're gonna find out if it's worth it and how much money are we actually saving. I've checked us in and our room is ready. Let's go get some keys and head inside.
That's true. Like, how much are you saving? Because a lot of these like really nice all-inclusive resorts, or even if you're going on a cruise, like they make you pay for that all-inclusivity and like nickel and dime you in different packages and stuff. So like, are you saving money? If they make it a good deal, it's totally worth it. But you know, guys, don't gamble, please. You're probably gonna go gamble now. I'm gonna say that until somebody offers me money to like promote gambling. So whatever. Hypocrite. She's cool. Basic ass room, but you know,
okay,
you're not spending your time in the room.
At Luxor, I am gonna go over our experience with booking and the check-in, as well as later going over our entertainment credits that we're gonna use, the food vouchers. We're gonna give you our whole experience. I have a lot to talk about.
Never stayed in the Luxor, but I walked through it. It's pretty cool, you know, the whole Egyptian theme. But wouldn't you rather go to actual Egypt? I don't know. I'm a Mandalay Bay guy myself. You know, you got that wave pool, but most importantly, that lazy river. And they got a section where there's no kids too, so it's like there's a lot of kids that weekend or that week, like whatever, just go over to the other pool. They got the aquarium.
But before I do any of that, let's just have a quick room tour.
See, guys, like if you really want to stay somewhere fancy though, the Fontainebleau, damn, that bathroom. Whoa, yo, that's nice, man. I wish I was recording back then. Like I would have been all over reviewing that spot. But God, the minimums on the gambling down there is just not good. The sports gambling, everything's off compared to all the other casinos. Like, I don't know. They just work things different there, I guess. I don't know. Pizza's really good at the Fontainebleau. And all the drinks at the pool are bomb. But, yeah, I don't know. Not worth it. Glad I stayed once, but shit.
All right, so that is our room for the next 2 days. So we are actually here the very first day that you can book this all-inclusive deal. You have the option between Excalibur.
Yo, she kind of looks like she could be like my cousin or something, you know? I don't know. Just saying, like on my mom's side. Yeah, it's hilarious, but totally true.
Excalibur and Luxor, those are currently the two you can choose from. The Luxor is divided into 2 types of rooms. There's the pyramid rooms and the tower rooms.
Gotta say the pyramid rooms, right?
All-inclusive package. They're gonna put you in the pyramid rooms unless you do an
Look at that
upgrade,
wall, that's so
which
cool.
is what we did. For $8, we upgraded to a tower. This
It's one of my trips. Sorry to just keep pausing it, but I always love the buildings, like have that top room in the house, or like the penthouse room with the slanted ceilings and the like moon roofs or whatever they call them, skylights. Yeah, I just love that.
Video is not going to be a property overview of Luxor. I've already stayed here a lot of times, so you guys can go watch my vlogs on Excalibur and Luxor if you want to see more about like the amenities of the hotel.
For sure.
And like what is all available inside each hotel to help you choose.
It's a Vegas
got an
hotel.
email right after we booked stating that I needed to download the MGM Rewards app. That would be the only way to access all of my vouchers. So that is something you need to know. You have to be able to download the
track
MGM
you and all
Rewards
your
app.
activity.
I did check us in
please.
yesterday, and I stated that I wanted to get here between 9 and 10 a.m. today. And they offered me even more upgrades in that check-in window, saying I could go to even so much as like a 1,200 square foot suite for $50.
Dude, those
additional,
pyramid
and I
rooms are
re-opted
sick.
out of doing all of that. But just know if they have those rooms available, they may offer you more upgrades at a discount. As soon as I checked us in all the way through, I got a parking.
You guys remember that Fear Factor where they're sliding down and they had to like grab all the little flags while they're sliding down the side? If not, go check that out. Maybe I'll review it after this.
Scanner, and it was just a barcode that we could scan in
Nostalgia.
to cover our
Joe
parking
Rogan,
because parking
shout out.
is included in this package. So I think that's everything involving our room.
Okay.
It's nice. I think we're going to be comfortable in here, and now we really need to go get our show tickets taken care of. So let's go get that situated.
What you watching? You guys hear they're building a sphere? You know the big sphere in Vegas? They're building one over in DC. It's gonna be smaller, but like they can't put silly stuff all over that, right? They got to do like American flags and like fancy looking stuff, right? Can't just have a big emoji floating around in Washington DC in the morning.
Included with your all-inclusive stay are 2 show tickets, and I got the scoop on how this works. So the main box office was not
person?
open yet this early afternoon, so I did go to the one over by Titanic and Bodies, and she knew exactly what I was talking about right off the bat. The important thing to note about getting your show tickets is you have to be in person at the box office to get them, and you already have to be checked into your room because the box office tickets are getting charged to the room, and they're going to remove those.
Wait, so you can't get checked into your room and then just like pick it on the app and then go get your tickets later, or just use the app and have like your ticket on there? That's kind of lame. You actually have to go to the ticket office? Stupid. What's the point of the app?
They are based on availability. We were very lucky to get ours tonight. However, also note that they're only going to give you kind of the back cheaper seats.
Of course.
I wasn't really expecting anything different, so that makes sense to me. I was glad they had some for this evening. There are 6 shows to choose from: Australian Bee Gees, Carrot Top. You're gonna have to see what we pick for later tonight. But just note, this is something I would prioritize. Go get show tickets right away in case they don't have any for the night you get there, so that you can get them for the next night. I'm hungry. Let's go get some lunch.
Yeah. Let's see what they got to eat up there in Luxor. Yeah, go to the Mandalay Bay. So dumb. Vegas. When you're a kid, it's really cool, but once you grow up, it's kind of like...
So if you weren't
It's
aware of
kinda
the
tacky,
location
right?
of Luxor and Excalibur, they are right next to each other, south.
And like, look, like, I'm just being real. Check out this sidewalk. Like, it needs to be power washed. In other countries, this would have been done already. Like, they would have provided the job. But in America, it's all about cutting down that bottom line.
Strip, and there's a tram that connects these guys to Mandalay Bay, and will pop you out right between Excalibur and New York, New York.
Everything's an ad
Totally
here.
free, saves your feet a little bit if you want to
Jeez.
pop further down, and that's exactly what we are going to go and do.
Casinos are hilarious.
All right, guys, it's time for lunch, which means it's time for our first vouchers. So inside the app, all of my meal vouchers are listed out, and it has 2 of them, one for me, one for Mister. There are 10 different restaurants that you can choose from. And one of the things that I absolutely love is that they're not all at Luxor. There are restaurants over at MGM
Right.
Grand, over at Excalibur.
Everybody in
that
the
we can
family,
go
that makes
to,
sense.
And here at New York, I chose this bar, Tom's Urban, because it's got some great people watching.
Yeah.
And with your meal vouchers, I just
Pastime
want
of
you to know
America.
that you do get
Back
an
in the
alcoholic
mall
beverage.
days.
We had a choice of like 3 different beers, a couple of wines that we could pick, or you can do a non-alcoholic beverage if you'd like. All of the menus are listed online, and I have to say, when they posted them, I was pleasantly surprised. There are quite a few options to choose from at every single restaurant, so you can really kind of look through those and see what interests you. For our lunch here at Tom's Urban, I got the poke bowl. It was really good. And then Mr. got the bacon avocado burger, which was also delicious. Not a ton of fries, but the food was really good and it came out really fast. So you are given 6 total meals with this package. So that is breakfast, lunch, and dinner for 2 days each person. Now the way that they had it set up for us is when I checked in, it gave us a lunch and dinner today on our check-in day. Tomorrow we get a breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then on our check-out day, they gave us a breakfast. It seems as though you cannot combine them all in the same day. Now, we didn't just come to New York for the patio restaurant. There is another thing here that we need to go check out that is included in our package. Let's go.
I love copyright-free music.
All right, included with our all-inclusive stay are 2 tickets to ride the Big Apple roller coaster. This is the coaster that's inside of New York. Literally, it runs through the hotel.
Nice.
There's a 260-foot drop, and if I'm being honest, it's a little too thrilling for me. I love Big Thunder Mountain at Disneyland.
Dude. Yeah, it's like on older, like, roller coasters ain't so fun anymore. Like, I feel like I'm snapping my neck, you know? I used to be able to handle those G-forces like it was nothing as a child. Now I'm like close to blacking out. My neck's snapping. My back's all tweaked out. Get off. I could barely walk. It's like, what the hell happened to me, man? Sheesh. I don't know. So I feel what she's saying.
But this is a little too much. And I think half of you guys probably agree with me. So I would say that's the one thing that I hope to see them maybe change. Tickets for this are $25
What's
each.
up, brother?
I would love it if you could transfer that to something else.
Hitting my little
maybe $50
do a
for
little
arcade
shift right now.
credits, $50 in free play to gamble, or even just like a resort credit where I could buy expensive pool drinks. Maybe they'll change it in the future, but for now, if you're a thrill seeker, you get to ride the Big Apple coaster for free. Good luck to you if you do, but I'm gonna skip this.
It's not that bad of a coaster, guys.
Minor
Like,
hiccup. We were
come on
leaving
now.
the coaster, and I noticed on the app that it said he'd redeemed lunch and dinner today. So I came back to Tom's Watch, and I guess they'd entered it incorrectly. It's the first day. It happens. I get it. They said they're going to fix this retroactively, and by the time we get to dinner, all of this should be reset. So I'm hoping that's what happens. I will keep you guys posted.
Glad she caught that before she went to go get dinner. That'd be annoying. You gotta be calling back and forth during the busy time of the day. Restaurant managers talking, they're all pissed off. Kind of funny.
Yay! Okay. Good news and bad news, but mostly good news. So, I was not aware that the Luxor pool is currently under construction. As you
Dude,
can
that's
see,
so
there's a
lame.
pool open here behind me that you can use. It's great, but
I hate it when places do that. They have to tell you that there's construction going on the property, right? Am I the only one? It's so stupid. It's kind of scammy, right? Companies. America.
there was a huge pool on the other side. That's all dug up. It's all ripped up, so you can't use it.
Can't use it, and it's noisy.
The good news is, because it's under construction right now, you can go use the pools over at Excalibur or Mandalay Bay, which is a fantastic pool. So if you are coming here before they reopen this pool, you should stay at Luxor because you could go to Mandalay Bay's pool. He said that they're expecting it to be open June, July-ish. It's pretty...
See how excited she was about that Mandalay Bay pool, though? See, I'm right. It's all about that Mandalay Bay, bruh. You gotta chill out there. Man, I don't know. I miss that. It's a cool spot. It's kind of like at the end of the strip, too, so it's not as busy and all that. I don't know. It's just right.
pretty ripped up, but at first I was like, oh, bummer, the pool's closed. And now I'm like, oh, amazing, the pool's closed. They do have a pool open here if you just want to use the one that they have.
Jeez,
at
look
the
at that
hotel.
giant Bet MGM sign.
Do we have time to
is
grab
that necessary?
like a
We know where we're at.
Lay it out the pool and
Jeez.
chill? No, he's telling me no. We don't have time, so anyway, it's here for you.
Always have time for the pool.
This is nachos.
Sorry, guys. I need to pay $1 or whatever it is to get the ad-free YouTube. Pretty lame. If I'm going to be reacting to videos, that's something I need to do. I'll just mute it for now. Yeah, right? I'm finally looking like a streamer, finally doing what I need to do. And I like to do the whole...
dinner, but I need to do a quick update on our little app issue we're having here. So a couple hours...
I like to do the whole react to one video and then get off, because then it publishes it as if so I don't have to go back and like chop it up and reload it and take all this extra time and put stress on my computer. Like, I don't need to do that. Just boom, 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 compartmentalize it. And then if I play a game, yeah, it could be on for a few hours and just leave it as it is. Yeah, I got the lights, the little lasers. I got all my crazy stuff going on up in the ceiling. American flag, always got to have that as a streamer. Yeah, I got a little fan that you might be able to hear that's blowing on all my hardware, so it kind of stays cooler. But yeah, and I got like the actual software that I need. Instead of trying to get OBS to work, man, this is so much better. Streamlabs got all these things you can download, split it off onto Kick, Insta, Twitch, YouTube simultaneously. It's the way you're supposed to do it. And I got stores that are built into it. It's going to help me build a website. It's just one thing at a time. Yeah, got my Etsy store coming soon. We're selling 250-year anniversary stuff for the U.S. Yeah, just trying to get this residual income, man. Get those money bags, heal the world, man. I don't know. Sounds crazy, but I'm going to do it.
Went by and it still was
It's all
saying
about branding
that
yourself.
our dinner vouchers were redeemed. I was concerned. I did go to the front desk and got a manager. He basically was like, I don't want to waste your time messing with this. I'm going to give you a $150 food and dining credit in case you need it. We're good. We should be fine to eat dinner. I am excited. I am hungry. We have eaten at Diablo's before and I liked it. I want to see what they have for the package. So let's go check it out.
Nice.
All right. Kind of a big difference in terms of like them being prepared for the all-inclusive, I think, because it's in the all-inclusive hotel. They asked us when we came up, are you doing the all-inclusive? They had the menu ready. They bring you out chips and salsa. Again, you get a choice of a beer. It's domestics, Bud Light, Coors Light, Michelob, all that good stuff. I also did not mention every single person on the deal, you are entitled to a non-alcoholic beverage. I could technically order a soda and a beer. I don't need both, but you can. I ordered the Al Pastor tacos. They come with rice and beans. It's a large portion. Looks really good. Mister ordered the burrito, which is massive, and also comes with rice and beans. So these portions are huge. They definitely knew what was up with the all-inclusive. They also did let us know that they have a kid-specific menu. I'll talk more about that in the final thoughts, but man, I'm ready. And both times we've eaten today, the food came out in like lightning speed.
Yes, good.
Oh,
That's
so ready.
Vegas
Should I
for
just
you.
take a
They
bite?
just got the best chefs. Just a
one?
bunch of like young
They're
guns
massive.
that are
Oh my
just
God.
trying to pad their resume, learn how to cook the right way and do it fast, and then move on to like something on their own or
dinner
more
at Diablo's. Haven't eaten there in a
special
while.
restaurant.
It was really good. I still recommend that place. It's been
because you can work for some gangster head chefs
It's time for our
at any
show
of these
tonight.
restaurants.
I'm very
They know what they're
excited. We've
doing.
never seen this show before. We're going to Blue Man Group.
Okay.
I've heard such good
Yeah.
things. I can't believe we haven't seen it yet.
I've never
stoked
seen
that
it.
we're doing it now.
I'll be down.
And I also was told at the box office that I could
better
bring
than
my own
Carrot
beverage
Top.
in as long as it was in
Carrot
a
Top's a
plastic cup,
fucking
which is
cartoon character.
sweet. So let's go.
Sick. Yeah, smoke them if you got them. Look at those lasers. Vegas weed is fire, by the way. You got to try Wiz Khalifa's brand. Woo-wee. Some of that baby turtle. Boom, boom. Very cool. How long have these guys been doing it? Is it the same dudes?
Just finished up the show. Oh,
Hilarious.
it was so fun. What a classic. Really
Paint
glad we
yourself
finally
blue
had the
every
opportunity to
day.
go. This was perfect. I definitely recommend it. All right, we are tuckered out. It's been a long
I heard it's good too,
day, and we're gonna call
Gotta
it.
do
But
that.
tomorrow we've got breakfast, and I have a lot of thoughts And I gotta let you guys know how much this.
Dude, the Fontaine Bleu should be the one that's like as soon as their contract's up, they got to be trying to snatch them from MGM, right? They have the Blue Man Group at the Fontaine Bleu. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That hotel, it's a funny story if you look into it. It took like, 15 years to build? It's a nice place, but sheesh.
All cost and how much we saved. So I'll see you guys in the morning.
Cool.
Good morning from the Luxor. Okay, so this morning when I woke up, all of our vouchers had totally reset. So that was great news. It showed what we used and what we hadn't. So we were ready to go down to breakfast. There are 4 different breakfast options, and 2 of them are the buffets. MGM Grand's buffet and Excalibur's buffet.
Dude, buffets all day.
That is a fantastic value because buffets are all you can eat. And typically they're like $30-ish a person.
Dude, I love buffets
I did not
in
go to a
Vegas.
buffet in this video. If you want to check those out, I have recently went to both of them over at Excalibur and MGM. So you can check out a full review of everything that they have to offer. We decided today to just go down to the Pyramid Cafe because I've never eaten there. And we were able to get this Pharaoh's Feast, which was just like a huge breakfast with bacon, sausage, eggs, French toast. It was massive. We also were given a choice of coffee or juice, and you can still get an alcoholic beverage. I asked if you could do sparkling wine, and they said yes, so you could do a mimosa, which is great. The food was fine. It was basically, I would say, exactly the same as like the buffets. So whether you want to just do an all-you-can-eat or you want to sit down, you're kind of having the same experience. Right. Now, we had one more issue, unfortunately, with the app this morning. Of
course.
Mr. always runs down and gets us coffees in the morning, and when I checked us in on the app several days ago, it asked if I wanted to add anyone to the room who could make charges, and I added his name. So when he went to go buy the coffees, they said his name was there, but it was crossed off for some reason. So something with like the glitching and the resetting with our app made it to where he couldn't charge to our room, so he had to pay even though we have these like credits on the room.
Old school Vegas. Like, if you're younger and you're watching this, like, millennials, you'll know what's up, like, you've been when you were younger. Gen X boomers, you guys know. You could just, like, go up to some place and tell them a room number, and they'll just charge it to that room. They won't ask for any identification. They wouldn't ask for a card, nothing. They just charge it to that room, especially drinks. Hilarious.
Room, it's frustrating.
Might still work some places. I don't know.
I'm not gonna harp too much here on like the issues that we had. This is the very first day. We were like the first customer for a lot of the servers who'd never even done this before. And things happen, I get it. And I also feel like the people we went to with our issues were all very helpful and wanted to make sure that everything worked for us. So it was fine. I just feel like if you're gonna automate everything on an app, like it needs to work because it can be a little frustrating for people.
Right.
Our total for this package that we paid for a 2-night stay with all the inclusive was $363.88. We did pay an upcharge of $16 for the tower room, which I still do recommend. The pyramid rooms are fine, but I do like the tower rooms better. In this package, you are not paying extra resort fees. Those
Pyramid
are
rooms look
completely
sick.
included
I don't
in
know
the
about
package.
what she's saying.
There are no blackout dates for this. However, if you book this on a weekend, because you can, it's more expensive. Currently, it says that this package is only for 2 people, but you can add additional people to the room for a charge, but they are not included in the package, which is interesting. I did see that, like, especially for kids, that the hotel is doing like a bunch of kids menus, and at the buffet, kids that are under 10 eat for free. That's just
sick.
always a thing. Let's talk about if I had booked absolutely everything separately, what this would have cost.
So that's why we hit those buffets.
Rooms at Luxor here
As a
in this
kid.
tower, typically I've seen them around $70 for a weekday. That's like my standard guess with resort fees, taxes, everything, right around $70 a night. So I'm gonna say about $140. These show tickets, for where we were, I had checked to book those, would have cost around also $70 a person. So another $140 onto our package. The roller coaster tickets start at $25, so that's $50 to our package. Even though we didn't use them, they're still a part of the package.
Right.
Parking for 2 nights, if you are not MGM Pearl, or you don't have the MGM credit card, you do have to pay for parking to stay. 2 nights would have been $40, so that is included. And then food, this is the big one. I wanted to kind of estimate how much I think it would cost for us, for 2 people to eat, with the thought in mind that my husband doesn't drink.
In Vegas,
so we have typically never gone out to eat on the Las Vegas Strip and not spent about $50 for the 2 of us, pretty much anywhere we go. And if you went to the buffet for 2 people, it can be as much as like $60 if you don't have a coupon or anything. So I'm estimating it would cost us around $150 a day to eat, with me ordering beer or alcoholic beverages. And that brings me to about $300 of food for 2 days. That seems fair to me, if not low. That brings our total, if we had done this all a la carte, we had paid for every single thing that you are offered, to $670 for 2 days.
Yeah.
That gives us a savings from this package, $307 in savings. And that's me kind of like low estimating. I think no matter how you slice or dice this, this is a deal.
Yeah.
1000%. If you're somebody who really doesn't like having like a big shock bill at the end of your stay, you don't want to be surprised. It's one set price. This is what you paid. This is what you're paying. I think that's amazing. I hope you enjoyed our video and found this very helpful. I know it was a lot of talking, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this one.
Ruby, it's a YouTube video. You're going to talk. That's the whole point, yeah? Go check out Travel Ruby. She's got a lot of cool videos. She's fun, very informative, straight to the point. I like her. She's cool. She shows you everything you need to know. But she's right. Like, this is a good deal. And I think this is the future of Vegas. They're just going to have to make up their money by bringing you in for cheaper like this, feeding you and all that, in hopes that you get back into the gambling that we used to do in Vegas. Because I'm sure those gambling numbers are way down. You know, that's why a lot of these big companies in Vegas are moving over to Nashville. They're opening up hotels and restaurants over there. And, you know, there's just so many performers over there. They're really gentrifying a lot of it. Nashville's changed. But I think that's what is going to save Vegas, along with the sports teams. You know, they need to have more things like Super Bowls there. Yeah, no, I think it's a great idea. Very good for you, MGM. Well done. Stay at the Mandalay Bay, though. My personal opinion. But thanks for watching.